ABC, if I could summarize it, there's a strong community component. It's kind of like twofold. One is within the group itself, the ABC group. So there's probably about 10 students who end up sticking together, and they develop a close bond on their trip. And then there's also the community at large that we're also helping too. So for example, with our trip, we were also interacting with the community that was at the farm there.
The farm we went and worked on was called World Hunger Relief Incorporated, and it was a pretty small farm. I think they told us like 40 acres or something like that. And they have people apply to come work there for the year and learn about agriculture, ministry, and about just different aspects of farming and agriculture and world hunger issues.
So we sort of extended our community to their community as well, and meshed well. Learned a lot as well.
The banquet was a pretty big thing, and pretty much what that was they were trying to show how such a good percentage of the world doesn't have enough to eat. And the way they did this was they had two people in the group eating a complete, actually like a lavish meal, real crazy, and then the people in the middle represented the middle class of the world, and they were having rice and beans, and then the last people, the lowest income, was just having rice, plain rice, and that really kind of stuck to me. It really kind of put into perspective, like the complete contrast, and it probably is just like that, if not worse. So that stuck with me.
Maize in the barn, tomatoes in the bucket down by the creek with my little brother. The frogs are calling and the sun is falling, taking a break, bothering each other. So here's my hand, won't you take it, brother? Call it a day, not fight anymore. There's a voice calling us to supper, calling us back to the kitchen door. Dragonflies, snakes and turtles, I pulled you under and I swear you turned blue. We fought for pride, we fought for nothing to prove, no one to prove it to. Here's my hand, won't you take it, brother? Call it a day, not fight anymore. There's a voice calling us to supper, calling us back to the kitchen door. Up the hill, we're gonna get a scolding, ice for your lip and bacon for my eye. Crying now, we'll be laughing later, sitting on the porch, eating blackberry pie. Here's my hand, won't you take it, brother? Call it a day, not fight anymore. There's a voice calling us to supper, calling us back to the kitchen door. Hauling hay, tearing up the tractor, bow and arrow, summer's fun. Catching crawdads, working in the garden. Before you know, we'll be grown and gone. But here's a hand, won't you take it, brother? Call it a day, you're not fighting anymore. There's a voice calling us to supper, calling us back to the kitchen door. But here's my hand, won't you take it, brother?